Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Aftab and you are watching Aftab Forex YouTube. I warm welcome you to everyone to this video. This is weekly forex forecast for the upcoming week starting from Monday 13th of October 2025 and the weekends on Friday 17th of October 2025. So I hope you must be doing very well and you must be enjoying your lives. First of all, let me tell you that forex trading for most of the traders, for 90%, is really a challenge. If you listen to these simple methods that I'm going to show, both the technical methods and the psychological methods, if a trader follow these simple rules and guidelines, I think the same hectic trading journey for some people can become a very enjoyable process. If we see Euro US dollar, there is a very nice, beautiful, impulsive wave on the weekly time frame. Right here we have from 1.02 and 01 that started at the start of the year, and I was keep discussing it throughout the year, all the way from the start of January 2025, and right here finally we are now at the end of the year, and this ABCD pattern of the year got completed. So the first wave started on 1st of September 2022 and lasted till 1st of July 2023. Then this second wave, and obviously this second wave started from around 1st of January 2025 and ended on 1st of September 2025. So a very nice beautiful wave it was, almost more than like 1788 or around 1800 pips worth of move. It was a very good one. Now, since all of you know I am a Fibonacci trader, and even if we keep aside the Fibonacci for some time, still we can find that this rally, just on the basis of a price action, if we see on the weekly time frame, it is really struggling around a price level of 1.18, approximately this zone. If we look back in the past, we have a very good resistance all the way from 2021, and even this level acted to be a resistance as well even before that in 2020. So overall a very nice impulsive wave it can be, and personally, being a Fibonacci trader, I like to work in impulse waves, and those of you who bought it with me right here in the longer run, I must say, close your deals right now. When the prices go down, we enter again. So this is for the long-term traders, for the investors, that maybe this is the right time to book the profits. Till the mid of September 2025, this was the last attack that occurred to break 1.1860, but the bulls failed. Now here is the psychology. Remember, whenever the market is in such a situation where it is already overbought, for example, it became overbought all the way right here, and when this candle was open, it was also showing overbought, but then when this candle closes, we didn't see any overbought situation right here. Plus the rejection of these candles, they also tell us something, and In my previous videos, I definitely discussed the importance of 1.17500 and 1.18 in much details. Now obviously I also discussed this one other wave and this other wave right here, which was pointing to 1.20840. Till now so far it is still valid, but then it comes a little bit of that mindset behind it, that okay, do we need to take buy trade or not? To simply understand this method, or to simply understand what is happening on these charts right now, market is standing at a good sell point. Now trading it to the sell side or not trading it to the sell side, that is later debates. For now, we first have to decide whether we need to buy or not. So that is the main thing. If we want to buy, we will be buying on a historical resistance level. So that doesn't make any sense. Till last week and even the week before that, I pretty much supported buy. But you know, when a change of a character occurs on the market, then it indicates that okay, something else is going to happen. Right here, if we see, there was a very good and fantastic trend line we had on Monday in the live stream. I focused on this trend line, and then I issued this statement that I am now looking to the bearish side of the market. Till yesterday I hold a position and then I closed in the NY session. Obviously the question comes in that what we can do further. Okay, whatever was going to happen, that happened. What we need to do further? Let me tell you, we need to take each and every step very, very carefully. As I said in the beginning, for 90% of the traders, forex trading became a challenge. Those simple principles which works in the market and obviously in the real life, if one follows those simple principles, can become completely successful. The first thing you need is obviously strategy, and everyone knows it. Literally everyone knows that we need a strategy. I mean, right now if you search on YouTube, you will find thousands of strategies. The one I am working on is A, B and C, D, where point C is 61.8. This is also either 0.618, either a trend line bounce, either a major support. Similarly right here, these are key levels, not just ordinary numbers on the chart. So one needs strategy, and the second thing is one need detachment from money, detachment from outcomes. Now why I'm saying it is, detachment from the outcomes is very much important. If you see, there is one the balance and one is the equity. Let's say balance is 10,000 and equity is around 11,500 at the moment. To grow this equity again and again and again and again, and if we constantly think about this idea that I want to make profits, I want to take each and every trade, and I also want to see each and every trade going in my direction, that is when you focus mostly on the outcome. Obviously, what will be the outcome for a forex trader? The outcome for a forex trader will be profits. In order to generate profits, we need to trade. If we need to trade, what we further need is strategy. Real problem arises to most of the traders when they forget the strategy. So when we focus mostly on the outcomes, day and night, we are thinking about the outcomes, we lose grip on our strategy. We also then want to sell this market, we also want to buy this market, we again want to sell this market, we again want to buy this market, and a time comes that we completely get lost in the charts. So promise me today, from now on you will not always be looking at the outcomes. This is a very true and honest truth I'm telling to all of you. If you need expenses, if you have some expenses and you need to pay the bills and all that, so that you need more money urgently, this is not an ATM machine, and urgent money can cause the desire to make urgent money or quick money, fast money, that can ruin the whole trading journey. And that is where the trader fall into a trap. So first of all, this weekend after watching this video, promise me that you will try to work on yourself to get yourself detached from these outcomes, because these outcomes, last week I discussed on the fear that when we need more money we need to trade more, and we need to trade more causes fear, then fear causes FOMO causes over trading, you name it. Now moving further, I'm not sure how long this session is going to be, but since this is now my main duty, I should say, to spread this word to each and every forex trader, at least from my side I should do my level best so that my audience are aware of each and everything. So I was talking about this euro and I became no doubt bearish from right here, and rest of the thing is obviously simple. Now as my formula suggests, that as far as the market right now is trading above, understand this statement, okay? Don't get confused, or if you have any questions in this you can ask me in the chat down below. I am almost ready on the weekends to reply you back. So the first thing is, these sellers on the weekly who entered in the market, they entered with the anticipation that they are going to bring the prices back down, and these are the monthly traders. They are pointing back to 1.08448 right here. This will be the bigger impulsive wave. So remember, all of these levels are very key levels for us. Now how to trade them, I will be showing you in a moment. It should be clear in our mind that as far as the market is trading above this 1.13749, it still will be going back up. I mean, we in the advance don't know, who knows, it can go into a range between 1.13749 and 1.1804. So then that depends on the trader. For example, on the daily time frame, if one is going to look for a trade opportunity, I will say this is in the middle. Even if one is looking for a trade opportunity, that will be somewhere near 1.3, or if it go up, that selling opportunity will be near 1.18. But if an H4 trader comes to me and say I want to buy right here, I will say, okay, since like right here we have got this trend line established and this is broken, so I will say in the H4 in the upcoming week there is this thing, it is showing us there is this beautiful trend line as well right here near 1.16899. So another sell can be spotted from there, from right here. This will be the target one, and by no means this is not a signal service or something. See, it should look something as this ideally, and in the live streams I have told you that what confirmations I do look for. So this will be a selling zone. Now remember, we mark a selling zone for ourselves or a buying zone for ourselves, and then when price is there we wait for it very patiently. That okay, once the market is right here, what will be our take on it, how we will be trading it. So on the H4, this is how it is. A person who says I want to trade from this 61.8% retracement near 1.17766 and 1.18048, I will say still you are good, you are on the correct side, because you are looking for a sell near the resistance. So this will be then another sell opportunity. If we get a confirmation right here, we sell. If we get a confirmation right here, we sell. If it go against us right here, we will accept the loss. As I said, once we are detached from the market, then we have in our mind the long-term image. Because once we follow, we automatically know that the strategy will be giving us profits in the longer run. So this is how euro US dollar seems to me. These are my personal levels. I shared it to all of you so that maybe if someone is stuck somewhere, my analysis help them in some way. Moving on to the pound dollar, well, if you understand my strategy, I think you should be in a better position to analyze the pound dollar yourself. I just want to give you this higher time frame analysis to all of you, and same is the situation right here. 1.27 and 1.31 are the levels that it's showing, and you can do the rest on the H4. Similarly on the H4 there is this trend line we have. Maybe we can get a slight false breakout above it. So these levels, remember, are buying levels as well, and the top are the selling levels. Right here if we see the dollar index earlier, what I said this is now showing us this in the longer run back to 104, while this level for several weeks market couldn't break it. So this whole level become a support for us. Previously market got rejected from right here if you see. Now this time it got a rejection from right here. So 96.511 and 95.025 is the support for it, but there is a likely chance that market can continue pushing higher to 104 in the upcoming few months. On the daily time frame, if we see, there is a very nice sort of like a trend line we have. Obviously as soon as it break above this trend line, then we have this whole clean range. On the H4 if we see, well, in the upcoming week I must say there are two possibilities. This 61.8% retracement and this 61.8% retracement, both are good to be looked for. Last week even I said it's going up, and then it did. So these are the levels for the dollar index. Then if we move to the dollar CHF, few weeks ago I spotted this A to B and C to D leg giving us around 110 pips, a little bit of a false breakout to most of the traders, but this level is now not much important for us. For educational purposes, I highly recommend everyone to check back my previous videos, and seems like it is approaching back to this trend line. So any decision that we are going to take can be near this trend line. All of these levels are in front of us, and I let you buy from here, let you buy from here. From my side, I did my level best to give you the accurate setups. Then during the week there is one other possibility for the dollar CHF, and that is this 61.8% retracement, and this will be the precise level. 0.7986 can potentially get a rejection, but dollar index there is going for a big correction, so maybe we can have some false wicks right here, then it go back up. I was not in favor of a selling for now from right here. So overall a very nice level it can be, but then you also need to understand your risk management. Look at the RSI is also, by the time it will be reaching here, it will be below 20. Rest, it's totally purely your trade management and how you take it. So now move on to the pound yen. This trade level last time we discussed gave good profits, but there is a big gap, and let's see if the market come back down, fill it from this trend line again. It will either be trying to break this trend line or go for a rejection. So this is the yen, nothing much to discuss about it. Then on the dollar CAD, this was my ideal buying level and it will be, but I think it is maybe going further up to 1.41768. even last week I have discussed it, so let's see what it brings us. Then the dollar yen finally completed this zone, and all of the ABCD patterns are completed right here. Even last week I said this is a good buy from right here, but then obviously the market opened with a big gap, so then right here it was a good buy for the intraday, but not for the week. And this is now complete. I will say maybe it is setting itself, like getting ready for a bigger correction, and that bigger correction can be back to 145.18. so then we have to see that, okay, how this level in the future plays out. And obviously like everyone knows, this 153.612 was a selling level because this was point D. So anyone who sold is in a profit of 208 pips. Congratulations to all of you. There is still some selling opportunities on its way, but just in case if it go above, then it is not going to stop. On a retest, bulls will be taking it back to 158.95. my friends, these are simple levels, okay? There is no rocket science in it. The thing is, our direction should be correct. If we are selling right here, we should know why we are selling, because this is a resistance zone, so that's why we are selling. That's fine. But let's say if right here someone was selling, my friend, why you sold right here? Don't you see this good trend line with us? I highly recommend everyone to look at the trend lines, make it part of your trading strategy or trading analysis or whatever, so then things will be going nicely for all of you. So this is that simple method. CAD JPY then completed this one, and right from the support people bought it. Now if you think I need to make good lectures on it, I don't feel so. I need to make lectures. I don't need the urge to make any lectures on this, because see, this is very simple. CAD JPY and dollar index is on the same page, on the same move. It is showing this zone. Most of the traders will then be maybe selling right here, 107 approximately. Good pip volume on this one as well. Let's see what it gives us in the future. RSI is anyways going below 20. What else is left? Aussie US dollar approaching very nicely to the level. See, 0.6451. I discussed it from 0.6622. just watch my previous videos to have an understanding of my strategy. So 163 pips it dropped, maybe drop below this and it can go for this whole correction. This will be the level 0.62164. Now did you understand? And gold I obviously will be discussing in another video. So this is how trading is. No rocket science, but you need to work on your, to most of you it may feel a bit funny. Maybe you can think that, oh, this person is just giving us false fallacies. But no, my friend, I am against the hype in forex market, because hype takes us nowhere. It just end up in losses, no profits. If one say, okay, I made this much profit, I'm happy for the day, I'm happy for the week, this market will be giving like showing you miracles then in the form of profits. You will get the money ultimately once you get detached from it. But as far as you don't get detached, like if you are doing it for the outcomes, it may not be working. I'm pretty much a very straightforward person, and I hope to whom I'm making this video reach to all of them. Thank you again. I will see you tomorrow in the gold forecast. Don't miss that as well. So yes, keep me in your prayers. I keep you in my prayers. Take a lot of care of yourself. Goodbye.